Hello and welcome to Across the Acres, a Beck's Hybrids podcast, where our goal is to connect, challenge, and inspire each and every one of you by interviewing others whom have a story or message to share. I am your host, David Ringer. I am joined by my ever-faithful companion, co-host, man behind the board, Morgan Fitch.
Hi.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. Also today, literally behind the board.
Yes.
Did you move the setup just so you could be behind the board?
Literally behind the board now.
Is it because I smell? You don't want to sit next to me?
No, well, maybe a little.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think that's the case.
Smell it from over here. Just kidding.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the voice of our special guest today, Rachel Wible.
Yes.
Rachel,
Good job.
how
You got
are
the
you?
last name right. Thank you. We didn't even go for that.
We didn't, and I took a guess.
You went for it.
I just went for it.
You got it right.
I finally learned your maiden name, and then you went and got married.
I know.
That's weird.
I know.
Who does that?
Ugh.
I mean, Morgan, hello.
Yeah. I wouldn't know.
We've only been
Strange.
married collectively for like 70 years. So
Yeah.
there's
Whoa.
that.
Yeah.
It's because we're old, Rachel. Admit it. You don't like old people.
For the record, we're not married for 7 years. Collectively.
Oh, that's
Got
a good
it.
point. You do need to
Collectively.
clarify
I'm
that.
glad we clarified.
Collectively.
Yes.
The one marriage plus another marriage to total.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Both have lovely wives at home.
Oh, yes.
We do.
We do. We do.
And Morgan has dogs.
Yeah, I do.
So there's that.
There is that.
And Kate and I are empty nested.
Woohoo!
Wow.
You are
Yes.
our travel and events coordinator.
Yes.
Did I get that right
You
also?
did. You did.
There's no special in it. It's just travel and events
Yeah.
coordinator.
I mean, sometimes I'm special.
Okay,
But
fair enough. We think
yeah,
you're special.
little.
No, we think you're special.
Well, that's one way to say it.
Right? And because I wanted to sneak the word special in there because for those who don't know, travel and events makes the Beck's experience special. You guys do fantastic work.
Thank you.
The whole experience of going on a customer trip or
Mm-hmm.
an employee trip, which my 10 year is coming up in January. Yeah.
I missed you by 1 year, man.
Dude,
I did my 5-year this year.
you do realize, though, they did that on purpose
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you and I collectively on a trip.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't-
That checks out.
I don't know what the inside of a Mexican prison looks like, but we would find out.
Yeah.
Or
So-
a Jamaican prison.
Or Jamaican in
I
this
think
case.
that's worse. Yeah.
It is
I do have to
worse.
give credit to where credit is due. Megan Planup actually handles the employee trip.
Oh,
So she
okay.
tackles that beast. So if that goes well, you make sure to tell her.
Oh, it will. It's going to go very well. We can't wait.
Gonna love it.
We want to get to know you today, though. We'll get to Megan some other episode and thank her for what she does for us. But who is Rachel Wible? Family, friends, siblings, as you feel moved?
Okay. Well, first and foremost, sinners saved by grace. Amen.
Praise the Lord, amen.
And then born and raised on the north side of Indianapolis. Don't hate me, Mr. West Lafayette.
Lafayette.
Yeah, West Side.
Well, Carmel area.
Oh.
Don't hold it against me. There's
gosh.
really nice, normal people in Carmel.
Where? I've yet to meet
It's-
one.
Hi, Rachel.
Like I said, yet to meet one.
Maybe not normal. Parents still live in Carmel in the same house that I was born in, raised in. Went to Purdue, Boiler Up, for hospitality and tourism management. Then graduated from there and moved to Chicago for just like a quick year. COVID then said, hey, come home. So came home. And then, yeah, I've gotten to Beck's about 2 years ago. So been living the dream. Yeah, my husband and I have been married a year and a half. Can't forget him. Married a year and a half.
And his name is?
Grant.
Grant.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. We live in Carmel now. I know.
More Carmel.
I know.
Should we tell the audience, because a lot of people listen to this or watch this, they don't have any idea what caramel is, and we're not talking about sauce on ice cream, okay?
Yeah, that's great too. But yeah, Carmel,
is.
it's just a north side suburb of Indianapolis.
Roundabout capital of the world.
Yeah, it is.
And the wealthiest per capita of any town in the nation, I think.
I don't know.
It's got a crazy statistic.
Yes.
Like there is no poverty and everybody makes more than me.
Well, there are normal people.
Oh, okay. There's a few people. But it's just a very, what I would call tidy community.
It is. I will say, when I pay my taxes, I at least know what it's going towards.
Yes, you
Good
do.
roads, good schools, good
Yes.
parks, good events. So
Yes.
I can at least see it at work.
Yep. My niece and I had dinner there last night. Fireside
Oh,
something.
yeah.
31 and 465.
Yep, Firebird.
There we go.
Yep.
Delicious. Highly recommend Firebird if you're in the area. It's fantastic. You came to Beck's, but you're super smart, and you actually got a degree that you're using at Beck's.
Yes. Yes.
Why?
Yeah, so Beck's has kind of always been the dream since I was like in high school, middle school, high school. I started hearing about Beck's. We have some family connections through Beck's, and they're like, "Have you ever heard of the travel department?" I'm like, "No." And so
They have jets.
yes, well, right, yeah, take trips, take people on trips, and the jets, and all the fun. So I was just starting to explore what it would be like to go into the hospitality industry. And I was like, wow, that would be so cool one day. But I knew it would be very competitive to get into. It's a small team. At that time, I think it was just Brittany and Jan. So I'm like, well, it's going to take a while to get into. So I thought I'd be much older when I would come to Beck's and stuff. I didn't expect to be here this soon. So very grateful to be here. It's surpassed all of my expectations. Whatever juice they have in the fountains, I'm drinking. Whatever's in the air, I'm breathing it. Because, yeah, it's amazing.
It's Kool-Aid, I think, right?
That's what I thought. I don't know what color Kool-Aid, though.
Grape, let's say.
Green.
Green.
Lime.
Okay. Lime. It's a good choice.
I drink that.
Well, we're glad you're drinking the
Yes.
Kool-Aid.
Yes. Yeah.
And I don't know that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, really, what's wrong with drinking a Kool-Aid?
Right.
And
Exactly.
enjoying what you do and coming to Beck's every day. and
Yes. Yes.
How can it take care of people?
Yes. They live up to what they preach and what they stand for. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Now, on a personal side, you and your hubby, year and a half, what are you doing on the weekends? Like, what's a Wible household event? Are we
When you're
playing
not world traveling.
that too? Yeah, good point.
I feel like it's seasonal. So like right now, summer, we're in like boating season.
Okay.
So we do a lot of boating. And then in the fall, we're doing a lot of camping. And then used to in the winter, we used to do a little more snow skiing, but work's kind of busy with that, so we haven't done that as much. And we've got little kiddos, grandkids now, so it's hard to get up there. And then spring is some camping. We did a birding festival.
Oh my.
Yeah, your face has just changed. Yeah.
Birding.
Told
Morgan.
you I
She
was-
said birding.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No
So-
judgment here. Lots of judging.
It's okay. I know. It sneaks up on you. Next thing you know, you're just so interested in birds, and you have a pair of binoculars, and there you are at a birding festival.
I mean, I have friends that are into birding.
Yeah.
Like,
It just happens overnight.
we'll be camping. And, oh, that's blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
We went to the one in Indiana Dunes, which is beautiful, a beautiful place anyway. And then a lot of birds migrate through there. I can't believe I'm telling you this. Migrate through there in the spring. And
Sure.
so lots of birds, a wide variety of birds. So, yes.
I guarantee you there are more people listening that are birders than birders. Birders?
Sure.
Sure.
Any of
Than-
Birdies.
Than we know about.
Birdies.
Right?
Oh,
There's,
yeah.
there's probably a lot of people that enjoy
Yeah.
birding.
If there are others, send me an email. I'd love to talk to you.
There we go.
There you go.
Rachel.Wible.
I'm still learning about birds and bird feeders, all that.
Okay. That's a great hobby.
It is.
And
It's
relatively inexpensive?
yeah, and like everywhere you go, there's gonna be birds.
Sure.
Grocery store, if you travel abroad, if you out on a farm, like there's always some sort of bird.
Well, and they find my clean truck, too.
Yes,
I
they
can
do.
promise you that.
Yes, they
Little
love
stinkers.
those.
But it is what it is, and so we live with it. Okay, back to this travel and events team of yours.
Yes.
Talk to me about, it's got to be the best job at Beck's. Has to be.
Like I'm biased, yes.
But
Yeah.
do you really get to go on trips for Beck's?
Yeah. So we'll travel in the summer for summer camp, and that's a lot of fun. And then so like this year is the Dominican trip. So we offer 6 trip dates. They're 5 days long. So it ends up being about 5 to 6 weeks of full for sending people to the Dominican. So Brittany and Gina share, like split it. So Brittany will start off the trip and do 2.5, 3 weeks, and then Gina finishes up the trip and the remainder of that. And then Kennedy and I get to go down for one of the trips and just kind of be a familiar face, help out, help oversee. And then it's also really helpful to see what customers go through in the travel process. So starting at the airport, what they experience. It's also nice just to be there to help corral everyone, herd them through the airport. And then once we get down to whatever destination we're at, load them up on buses, again, corral them to the right spot. So it's really fun to experience it that way and then see the resort firsthand. We've been talking about it for months now. And so it's fun to see that. When we come back from the trip, then people are still calling in and have questions. And I'm like, oh, you're going to love it. It's so much fun. Or go to this restaurant and order this, so it's really fun. And it's a privilege to be able to go on some of the trips.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brittany and Gina, I'm assuming they're just firefighting for 3 weeks?
Yep. Babysitting, firefighting, just there as a resource if anything were to happen.
Okay.
Kind of a lot of it is on our switchover days. So the day that everyone leaves the resort and the day that we send people down is a big day. It's a lot of switchover. It's about 1,000 people, just about 1,000 people crossing paths. So we've got people that are running a little late to the airport or forgot their passport or something like that. So it's a lot of our team is trying to help alleviate some of those issues.
As a great example of that, your predecessor, Tara Beck.
Yes.
You backfilled Tara, correct?
I did, yes.
She comes to a coworker and I and says, we need you to go buy drugs. And I'm like, Tara, Beck, shame on you. By the way, not family Beck, different Beck.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yep, she got that a lot.
What had happened, a customer had left their medication in their checked luggage, and then checked luggage gets lost. So my coworker says, oh, I'll go buy the drugs. Came back 20 minutes later with some stuff that I didn't think you could get. Yeah. I mean, it was unbelievable what he did in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And he went with a member of leadership, and they came back 20 minutes later. They bought it off a guy on a bike, and sure, here's your medication that will keep you alive. This is a good thing.
Okay.
And the customer had a great time, so it all worked out.
Yes.
But if you got to travel again, where would you go?
Is this like with Bex, where I've been with Bex so far, or just personal travel?
Let's do both.
Okay, well, I will say I've only done 2 trips so far since I've only been here.
Okay.
2 years.
That's fair.
Really enjoyed. This is a hard one. Jamaica was beautiful.
You're going to like the Dominican better.
That's what I've heard.
It's just...
Yeah. The resort looks beautiful.
It is gorgeous.
I think Gina has said this is like one of her favorites. So she's really building it up for everyone.
There you go. Yes. Gina knows.
Yes, she does. She has good taste.
Knows.
Yes. And then personal travel, I would say we went to Switzerland last year.
Ooh. What part?
Oh, gosh. We flew into Geneva, and then we did like Lucerne. Okay, it's called Wengen with a W, but it's pronounced with a B. But it's in the Lauterbrunnen Valley. Charming, quaint, cute. All the animals over in Switzerland wear bells so they don't get lost in the mountain. And it's just the cutest thing you've ever seen.
Did you put a bell on your husband?
No, but did I want to take a sheep home? Yes.
Are they that cute?
They're so cute. They're all white and just their little gold bell and the little lambs that wear them. Oh. And one night, one little lamb got lost from his mom, and you can hear him, obviously. And I was like, we have to go help him. And my husband's like, no, we don't.
We're good, babe. Stay put.
They'll figure it out.
It's how they grow up.
Yes.
It's how kids learn.
Yes.
Or in this case, sheep. Lambs.
Yes.
Yep. If we needed to go somewhere to record Across the Acres, where should we go?
Because you went to Jamaica.
Yeah.
This past year.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Caymans. Morgan and I have been lobbying for the Caymans now for nigh on 20 episodes.
We have.
And we're still sitting here
Yeah.
Huh.
in Atlanta.
Huh.
Interesting.
This is the only reason we had you on here.
Oh, yeah.
The truth comes out. This is
Ulterior
all part of an
motives.
evil plan for you to somehow convince Brittany, who is your supervisor, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Brittany Street, who's been doing travel and events for...
She's been here 16 years, and I think most of those have been in the travel.
I think so, too.
Yeah. You picked the lowest on the totem pole.
Oh, no.
2 years in.
That's our evil plan. You're just going to kind of gently guide.
Yeah.
Think you can get that done?
Yeah.
Because is Brittany as cool as a cucumber as she appears?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, seriously, that girl is just like, no panic.
No.
The place is on fire, and she's just calm.
Okay. Yep. Yeah,
super
she is.
smooth.
She is.
Yeah, she does a great job.
Very flexible. So I guess how small can you fit in a stowaway?
I fit in the most oversized.
Okay.
And I can vacuum
Storage
pack.
overhead storage compartment.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
That may be the only way.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
That's fine.
We'll make it happen. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Best and worst part of your day, then.
Ooh. I don't know if it's the worst. It's maybe just the hardest. And then maybe everyone would agree with this is when your alarm goes off.
Yes.
That's when I'm like, I know I should hit the floor with like, this is the day that the Lord has made. Yeah, I'm not
we
there.
should, but
I'm not there. Now, give me 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I'm there.
okay.
But when that alarm goes off,
Is Kennedy a morning person, or Gina, or Brittany?
yeah, I would say everyone gets to work early.
Okay.
Now, I would say Kennedy's kind of a morning person.
She strikes me as a morning person.
Yeah,
and that's
she's
just wrong. Oh, morning people. Yeah.
David.
My alarm goes off, and I'm with you. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I love morning
Yeah.
people. I just wish I was one of them. I'm jealous. That's why I act this way.
Yeah, I'm more morning than night. Just 8 o'clock
Mm-hmm.
and I'm asleep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So true.
Yes. So that's probably the hardest part. Best part, I don't know. I always like when I have a good phone conversation with someone, like a customer calls in. One of my favorite things is like when I get to explain the trip program.
Okay.
When we're starting over from fresh and it's just, what is this? This is too good to be true. Is it really this simple? I love starting just when they know nothing and we can build from there.
You enjoy teaching.
Yeah, but not kids.
Oh, we don't. We're not here to cast blame on that.
Yes,
or
I
disparage.
appreciate teachers so much, but I
Oh,
don't think
they're
I could
miracle
teach
workers.
kids. I don't know, but adults sometimes talk back too, so
Yeah, they do.
I don't know which is better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yes, if I am knowledgeable on a topic, yes, I enjoy sharing what I know about that topic.
Yeah. That's education.
Yes.
So if Travel and Events ever gets angry at you, you can come over and help us out.
Or come to marketing.
Hey now. Hey. Education first.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. Deal?
Yeah.
Fair enough?
Sure.
Okay. We'll give you Joe Mangus for like a half a day.
Sweet.
Ooh,
Yeah. Sorry, Joe.
yeah,
We love you.
they'll
but
do great over there.
shifting gears back to personal,
Yep.
you grew up in a multicultural home.
Yeah.
And what a blessing.
Yep.
Tell us about that.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of funny. I forget that, they're my mom and dad. I forget that my dad is from a different country. But yeah, my dad is from Vietnam. Came over to the U.S. when he was 14. So right as Saigon was starting to fall. But then my mom is from here. She grew up on a farm just south of Fort Wayne. So very different. Mom's blonde hair, blue eyes. Dad is darker skin. Take more after him. But
You look just like your mom, by the way.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
People say we're voice twins or mannerism twins, but
Okay.
but yeah. So I would say from my dad's side of the family, we like culture and traditions. Family is really important to him. I think that carried over, and then food. Ooh, we're foodies.
What would he make? Like, does he make a Vietnamese dish?
Sometimes it used to be harder because like Asian grocery stores are hard to come by, and there weren't that many. But now it's starting to get easier to find Asian ingredients and stuff like that. But my dad just loves to cook, so barbecue, grilling, anything. Really, he'll cook anything. He just loves to cook and loves to feed people. So I think that carried over from his background. But most of my dad's family has lived out in like California, Arizona for most of my life. So,
Okay.
yeah, we weren't immersed in all of that, I would say.
You saw a small window of it,
Yes.
if you will.
A couple times a year. Yes. Crazy, chaotic, people shoving food in your face, pushy Asians.
Seriously, that's a real thing.
Yeah. Like, eat this. You eat more. I'm like, I'm full.
Morgan, let's go hang out with
I
the
know.
That's
family.
what I'm thinking.
I know.
Oh, let's go, babies.
I regret now. I'm like, okay, I don't have that same metabolism, but that sounds fun.
Yeah, let's.
Right.
And it's good food.
Well, a very good friend and former coworker of mine, his spouse was from China, and she would do that, exactly that.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was her But then her husband told me one day, he goes, no. Spend a weekend with her family. You'll gain 87 pounds.
Yes, it's true. It is true.
So it's just an Asian thing.
Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
And I don't remember what part of China she was from, because that would change things, I'm
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
Because that's a whole bunch of cultures
Yes.
into one country, not
Yes.
unlike America.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
anyway.
That's just part of it. I don't know why, but it's like comforting to me when I go to an Asian restaurant and they're like, eat, and try this. You'll like it. And I'm like, what is it?
Can I please know what it is before
I
I
know.
consume it?
Yes.
But you're actually better off not knowing sometimes.
Sometimes, yes. Yes.
Relax and enjoy the experience, because it's an experience.
Try it. It's surely edible. Probably won't hurt you.
In theory.
All the vegetables are fine. It's just some of the meat is a little like, what did I just eat? I don't want to know.
Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Best friend. Do you have a best friend?
I'm more of like a quality over quantity, if that makes sense.
That makes total sense.
So I'm more like introverted and I like my group.
Circle.
Yes, my tight circle. But I would say I am really close to my mom. Mm-hmm. We're very close. I talk to my mom every day on the way home from work. So if you see me on 31 heading home, jabbering to myself, it's my mom.
This is one problem with Bluetooth. We all look like crazy people in the car
Yes.
because none of us have a phone in our hand.
Right.
Or at least we shouldn't.
Yes.
I don't, Kyle Dixon,
Nope.
safety director. But we do. We look like
Yeah.
crazy people.
Yeah. And you're talking with your hands and they
You
think,
bet.
wow, she's really mad or something. Yeah. Yeah. But no, I am really close to my mom. We talk every day. I think we're just very like-minded. She's type A. I'm type A. Just very well organized. She was in a similar field that I am in now. So it's kind of fun to talk to her about that. Yeah.
You followed in mom's footsteps.
Yeah, I kind of did.
Good for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because Morgan doesn't know, expand on type A.
Are you not type A?
No, I'm just kidding him. He's
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those that don't know.
Right.
Right. Yes.
Let's just say.
Not like regimented, but just very likes a schedule, likes a plan, likes things tidy.
Thorough.
Oh, okay. My mom would say this growing up. Successful people make their beds every day. And now I make my bed every day. I don't know if I'm successful, but I do I don't feel like my day has started until I've made my bed. Yeah.
get it.
Dishes are done.
Is your desk tidy?
Oh, yeah.
You have to keep a tidy desk.
Yes. Yes. I mean, there's sometimes piles, but they're not Mark Thomas piles. They are organized piles. Yes.
I don't know that anyone can beat Mark Thomas. on
Mount
that.
Thomas.
Mount Thomas.
Mount
Yeah.
Mark works.
Yeah.
Mark.
Mount Mark.
Impressive. Go back and check out that episode, by the way.
Yes.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would say that.
Okay.
Just likes to plan ahead, likes to know what's going on.
Unfair question,
Okay.
if I may. If you could change one thing about you, what would that be?
He doesn't think this is perfection. I'm kidding.
I love confidence, people.
I'm kidding. No. I feel like I should phone my brother. He'll have a list of things I should change about myself.
Only brother?
Yes. Oh, I forgot to mention. Yes, I have one older brother. Sweet, sweet brother. Him and his family live about 15 minutes west of us, and they have 2 young kiddos. Love the aunt and uncle life. So fun. So fun. Yes.
Spoil them rotten.
Yes.
Ship them home.
Well, I do nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyway,
Right.
yeah, but my brother always probably has something that I could work on, like any good older brother.
Absolutely.
I would say I wish I could remember names better.
That's fair.
Okay, you know when you're at an event and you're getting introduced to people, if there aren't name tags, I have to
tough.
see it. I'm a visual learner. I have to see it, see their face, hear their voice, and then I can remember it. But boy, when I get introduced to a crowd, I'm like, I know.
To be fair,
Yeah.
we have over 1,000 employees,
Yes.
well over 1,000 dealers.
Yeah.
Come on. That's a lot of names.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. But
Very
I
difficult.
admire people that can remember names really well and right off the bat and really quick. I'm like so impressed. I'm like, tell me your secret or how do you do that? Because sometimes you don't have time to do the little mind game, or, memory game in your head.
No. Would you want the ability to do that for you or for them?
more for them because I feel bad not addressing them more in conversation by their name.
Being personal.
Yes.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Let's flip this a bit on its head, though. What gift are you glad that God did give you?
Okay, so maybe back to the teaching. I would say a lot of our job and our day is we get a lot of phone calls, we get a lot of emails, people just asking us questions. And like I said, I love explaining to people, from the beginning what it is. But I think it's kind of a roundabout answer. But my parents, when I was 11.
You are from Carmel, so everything's a roundabout. But
Can't help it.
sorry, dad joke.
When I was 11, my parents made me get a job, and it forced me out of my shell. And I'm so glad they did that because talking to adults at a young age was terrifying, but it was such good practice. And I worked at a toy store, so I'm not going to die. It's great.
Yeah.
It's like the best job a kid could ask for, right?
For sure.
And I was mad at my parents. And so I'd have to explain to people in like 30 seconds about a game and why their kid would love it and why it'd be a good fit and have them understand, okay, this is a good game or this is how you play it. So that I feel like I've just built on that as I've gotten older. And now I'm explaining trips and billing and qualifications and stuff like that. So I am thankful for the tangible job and the skills I learned from that because I'm still using it today.
Round of applause for Mom and Dad Tran,
Yes.
right? Tran.
Oh, they're such good parents.
Wow.
And I guess my parents were such a good gift to me. Like the model they were and they are and just what they
Mom and
instilled in
Dad's
us.
names.
So Dad is Tuck.
Yep.
Like Tucker, but Tuck. Thuc, silent H.
Sure. Vietnamese.
Yep. Mom is Marlene.
Marlene. Tuck and Marlene. That sounds like a good country song.
Yes.
Didn't Morgan Wallen take that one all the way to number 1?
Probably.
Yeah, I would think so.
They're quite the duo. They're very funny.
Tuck and Marlene.
Yes. They laugh a lot. They laugh a lot of things off.
That's good advice.
That's
right there.
And it's enjoyable to be around them because they just don't take anything super seriously, especially themselves.
See, we have a tendency to take things too seriously. Not pointing at anyone.
Yeah. As they've gotten older, they've laughed more, and it's been fun to watch.
We just need to laugh more, dude.
Need to laugh more.
I know.
You and me both. It's just a thing. yeah, fun. This is so great. It's all going to be okay.
Yes. Yeah.
But the plane is still on fire, just so everybody knows.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it'll be fine. This whole growing up as a kid thing in a toy store, I mean, how cool of a job is that? How
Right.
old were you when you...
I was like 11 and a half.
Your parents made you get a job at 11?
I know. I was like, isn't this illegal? They're like, no, you'll be fine. Like, I'm gonna
Illegal? That
report
should be
them.
mandatory.
Yes. And now being on this side of it, yes, I worry about the generation behind us going to take care of me when I get old. But yes, if you're questioning if your kids should get a job right now, or if you're like, our kid's really quiet, get them a job. They'll do great. It'll be good for them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be who I am without that job.
And at a toy store.
What
Yeah.
was the toy store's name?
It's Kits and Caboodle. So it's still in business. It's at it's in Carmel next to Cake Bake.
Yep.
Yeah. But my mom's cousin was like the manager, and we knew the owner and her kids and stuff. So it was fun. It was just local. Good place to work.
I miss toy stores.
I do too.
Yes.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
Like when you could go see, touch, taste, feel,
Yeah.
lick, because you could.
Yes. And what I always admired is this toy store focused not on a lot of battery operated things. So things were from Germany, France. So they were good products, and then they were very hands-on, tactile, not just...
I was going to say, I feel like, if I remember correctly, it's like a lot of the like wooden toys.
Yes.
Like with the like trains with the magnet
Yeah.
things at the end of them.
Where you actually learned.
Yeah, right.
I think I visited there as a kid a few
Yeah.
times.
Yeah. It's a fun place.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't remember what the question was, so hopefully that answered
No,
it.
you nailed it. The whole travel and events thing, though, you went into hospitality because of mom. Is this also, as an 11-year-old kid, you're sitting there in a toy store going, I want to be in travel and events.
Yes. Kind of. So my mom worked at the Ronald McDonald House growing up, if you're familiar with that. So
bet.
the one downtown Indianapolis is affiliated with Riley Hospital, Children's Hospital, I'm sorry. And
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right
so,
next door.
Yep. And goodness, that was neat to watch and witness. So she would volunteer there, and then she started working there, and just seeing what families were going through and super sick kiddos and just the situation that they were in. So anyway, watching her handle those situations, I was like, I really enjoy like taking care of people, but I don't really think I want to be a nurse or doctor because I don't have the stomach for that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Nor do I.
No. Very thankful for
Oh
medical
my
workers
goodness.
that can handle all the things.
They are awesome.
Yes. Yep.
Shout out to every one of them.
So my mom was like, well, you could go into hospitality or, working at a hotel, taking care of people that way. You can work in events. You could work at a restaurant, anything like that. And well, that sounds kind of fun. And, you see all the movies with party planners and it's way more glamorous than it actually is. But, yeah, so I was like, well, that seems kind of interesting. And I've loved it.
Good.
Yeah, it's been a good fit. It's all the fun taking care of people without all the gross medical stuff.
For sure.
Yeah.
A lot less, yes, gross.
Yeah.
Although in the toy store, you probably had the occasional kid get
Yes.
gross, but that's life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have that.
I'm like, here, parents, here's a bucket. Get to mopping.
Knock yourself out.
Yeah.
Well, since you're no longer a kid, you're still very young, but no longer a kid. 12 years from now, you're doing what and have done what? Today, at 12 years from now, I want to make sure I've done this, and this.
Huh. Why 12?
Because for whatever reason, and this is according to Chris Voss, who wrote a book,
yes.
Never Split the Difference, great read, by the way. You want to use specific targeted, not rounded numbers because it prompts a different brain mechanism. It makes you think differently about the number.
Okay.
And you get more specific in your answer, more typically.
Okay.
So now that the world knows my secret,
12.
12 years from now.
Type A, so I only do increments of 5.
That's another reason why I did that. Just to throw you for a loop, because I'm like, how can I mess with Rachel today?
My
Let's see.
OCD is a little, no. So it's funny, in my interview with Bex, they asked me, it's a typical interview question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Well, and I'll give you the answer I gave them, and then I'll maybe explain a little bit. But I said, I had my life pretty planned out when I was living in Chicago, kind of my career path, where I wanted to go. I thought I was going to be there for 10, 15 years, meet my husband, all the things. Then COVID happened. And just like everyone else's world got turned upside down, same job, living situation, even my car. I was like, really, Lord? My car too? I have to change my car?
Because your car got COVID, or just to be clear?
There's some issues, and it was either like try to fix it, really not worth it, or just get a different car. And I was like,
Carvid.
yeah.
Yeah.
So sad.
Legit.
Rip Riga.
Riga the car.
Riga.
She was a Regal.
Buick Regal.
Nice.
Stout little thing.
Very steady.
Stout little German lady.
Until they're not stout anymore and they fall apart.
I know. Anyway, super sad. But yeah, that happened. So I've learned to just be very open-handed with life plans and where things end up going. I learned I'm not in control. And honestly, things worked out for the better than I could have ever imagined or planned or hoped for. So I've had to be very open-handed and open-minded. And I try to be that way. So specific 12 years, not quite sure. Hopefully hopefully kids. I'll be 40 by then, so hopefully kids by then.
Sure.
Maybe.
Sure.
And then...
Don't you have a large child named your husband?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so there's that.
Yes.
Just saying. I said that, but for the record, not her.
That's good.
Just to be clear.
That's good.
It's on me. Yeah.
And then, hopefully some trips. We are trying to make it to not all the national parks in 12 years, but as many as we can. 12 years.
To go birding.
To go birding. Yes. Yes. You don't work up a sweat when you're birding. I'm just saying.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Yes.
I don't know. If you go to the Saguaro National Forest in Tucson, Arizona, you'll work up a
Okay.
sweat.
Yes. That sounds
I
awful.
guarantee that.
Yeah, you will.
Are there any birds out there?
Roadrunners.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that's true.
I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah. But it's kind of funny. I don't tell many people this, but there is a desire to one day, I feel like the Lord's put it on my heart to own a breakfast restaurant one day or serve breakfast somehow to people in some capacity. I think that's longer than 12 years.
I'll
I'm
eat
thinking,
there.
yeah.
Are you with me, Morgan?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We would eat there.
Love it.
I'll be a
Yeah.
cook.
Oh, I
You would
am
make
in
a great cook.
I am always looking for cooks.
He needs a beard net though.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, we got to work on that.
just saying.
Yeah.
I don't want no. I
Yeah.
don't want no beard in my
No.
eggs.
No.
I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, one day I hope to, I don't know, that's a long-term dream, desire. We'll see if it gets fulfilled. But yeah, maybe when I'm older, retired.
Yeah. Give
don't
my
know
wife
yet.
a call.
Yeah.
She wants to do the same.
Maybe she could do my food truck. We could have a
I was gonna say food truck's
main
where it's at.
and food truck. I think both sound really fun.
Breakfast burritos, make them to go.
Just pull up in parking lots at companies, and
Yeah,
I mean, I would buy if there was one. Oh yeah.
yeah.
No
Oh,
brainer.
yeah. Coffee, burrito.
Plus, if you ever do something wrong and you need to get rid of the evidence, it's a truck. You burn it like they do in the movies.
Oops.
Who knows? Right? You just dispose of the evidence.
Yeah.
Like, salmonella? What? Oops, gone. And you're on a plane somewhere.
Yep.
That easy, that quick.
It
Yep.
sounds like you've thought this out
Maybe.
Yeah.
a little too much.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
We'll edit that out.
Our secret.
Something happens.
Last topic.
'Kay.
But it has to be addressed.
Oh dear.
This young lady is the president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary of the
Yes.
Across the Acres fan club.
Woo!
She's the only one that comes to the meetings. She
Yeah.
takes all the minutes. But she's a huge fan of Across
fan.
the Acres. And so, yes, I had you on in part because of that. But you have wanted Morgan and I to each have our own mug
Yes.
Across the Acres
swag.
mug.
Oh, I'd be
Yes.
on that.
with our face on it.
Ornaments.
Yeah, maybe not my face. but-
Bobbleheads.
Oh, bobbleheads.
Okay, now we're talking.
So here's the question, though.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't say both. Okay.
Oh gosh.
So
Don't
which
make me choose.
mug would you have for your morning coffee? Morgan or me? Oh, no. Yep.
Wow, way to put her on the spot.
Yep.
Gosh, the seat just got really hot.
So actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to save that for the Fun Fast Five, and I just tipped my
no.
hand to one of the questions. But I'm going to let you think about that because it's kind of a big decision. So we're just going to let that mellow.
I'm gonna find a politically correct answer.
I know you are. I shouldn't have given you the time.
She's gonna
Darn
be
it.
like, I don't drink coffee.
Yeah.
No, we're not accepting
No,
that.
I am a big coffee drinker.
Okay, so regardless, though,
Okay.
why are you a fan of Across the Acres?
So I started listening to Across the Acres maybe 2 to 3 months before I interviewed with Bex. I didn't even know you guys had this, but you had on someone else, and I saw it on Facebook, and I was like, oh my gosh, a friend, and I was like, that's so cool. So listened to their thing, and then I started listening to all the others, and it's just such a voice for Bex, for outside people, inside people too, but outside people as well. And so it got me dreaming, got me excited, and then when I came to interview, just kind of I recognized some of the people. I think Ashley had been on, and Ashley was in my interview. I was like, oh my gosh, do I say anything?
I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So Morgan and I, Air 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing this. I know you guys have busy schedules, so thank you for taking this on, finding the time to do it,
We have fun. That's what
getting
we
to
do.
know other employees.
Yeah, we do it.
It's fun.
It's very nice of you to do this because it's enjoyment for me.
Woohoo!
Well,
Semi
the
office.
genesis of it really comes down to I have a unique role, and I get to meet people that other people don't. And then they ask me, well, how do you know them? And I'm like, well, because I travel. And they're like, oh, I wish I could travel. Well, they can't. Their job doesn't allow for that.
Right.
This is their opportunity to travel without leaving their desk or their whatever. And so it's just a cool way for them to get a chance to meet you. And they already now know Morgan and all of the dark secrets I've told about him on air. But
Oops.
it's, yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
He keeps saying he'll edit them out, and then I keep just adding them back in. So it works out well. We appreciate.
Yes, for sure.
It was fun because I think we were talking like maybe my second or third day, I heard your voice in the hallway, and my office is like kind of tucked away, and then Kennedy and Gina are in the main. I come out, I'm like, is that him? Is that the voice? And they're like, yeah, that's him. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then Morgan took me probably 3 months to
Yeah,
see what you looked like.
I'm shifty.
Well, yeah, he goes to the gym. He's an avid gym goer, doer.
Rat.
And
Jim Rat.
Jim Rat. And I would hear his voice, but I'd miss him, and then I'd hear him come out, and I'd miss him again. So finally,
Hear me in pain in the gym.
yeah.
That's what you really heard.
Yeah. So anyway, finally got to meet Morgan, and I was like, this
Yeah.
is so cool.
I must admit, I went home that day, and I told my wife, I said, we have a fan club. And she said, I'm sorry, what? I'm like, well, it's only one person, but she's very nice.
Yes. She's a birder, but that's okay.
No, I didn't know that at the time.
That's funny. That's really funny.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been quite as proud then.
Yeah,
You're a birder.
Official birder.
I'm trying to make it
across the
cool.
acres.
Cool.
Hey, you go, girl.
Yeah.
Make it cool.
Yeah.
And I will admit, I am fascinated by owls and
Yes.
eagles.
Amen.
They're so cool.
Did you watch so this past year at Big Bear in California, the Eagle Nest, Sunny and
No.
Gizmo?
No.
So Shadow and Jackie were the parent
Okay.
eagles. Yeah. We're
Go ahead.
this is so weird. Parent eagles, they had 3 babies, 2 survived, and they had a camera right there so you could watch them grow up, get fed, do their little wing stretches.
Yes.
It was so fast. I learned so much about eagles this year. And then
These were bald eagles, I assume.
bald eagles, yes, thank
Okay.
you. And then you got to watch them take off when they finally.
That's awesome.
It's like watching
left
your
the
kids
nest.
leave the nest.
It was really sad. I got
is.
home and I said, "Honey, I'm really sad. The eagles left."
Yeah. The eagle has left the building.
Yeah.
My local zoo. So I grew up on the banks of the Wabash.
Yes.
They found a wounded bald eagle that could no longer fly, so they took it back and rescued it and built it a terrarium and stuff.
Yeah.
There is nothing more intimidating than looking at a 3-foot bird that's just dead eye staring at you.
And the colors of a bald eagle are like so stark.
Yeah.
Like yellow,
Yeah.
white, black. Yeah.
Cue
is
balls in
frightening.
trees.
Yeah.
Frightening.
Talons.
Yeah.
Well, we have 3-foot tall owls that nest in our neighbor's yard, which happens to be my parents. And they come over and they watch our barn cats like an appetizer.
Oh no.
Oh, we've lost several barn cats to these
no.
owls. And I mean, when they're shrieking at 2 a.m. and you're just outside to go to the bathroom, not that I would, and it's the most frightening moment of your life. Like the shriek, they are great horned owls. And they are giant
Yeah,
creatures.
those are big.
And I mean, then one day I was over doing chores at Mom and Dad's, and I felt like someone was watching me.
Yeah,
And I
they
looked
were.
up in a tree, and there were these 2 great horned owls watching me. I actually got a little bit like, woo, walk faster. What are they going to do? Pick me up and eat me? I don't think
Maybe.
so, but maybe. Anyway,
I feel bad. I'm also a cat lady, so that makes me sad.
it was a sad day, but we're getting over it because
Circle of life.
we had too many of them. So it
Yeah.
is what it is.
Yeah, you gotta. I know.
Well, Rachel, we have arrived. Unless, Morgan, any other
Nope.
questions?
No. That was talking birds.
Anything else? Okay.
I'm good.
It's Fun Fast 5 time.
This is so fun. I know people get so nervous,
And
but
fast.
might
Indeed.
say something dumb. So.
Yes, this time we're going faster. Because the last guest, who remained nameless, Tom Hooper, it got into a diatribe. We love him anyway. Here we go. If you're ready.
Okay.
Creative freedom or clear guidance?
Clear guidance.
That was an easy one. Formal business attire or casual dress code?
Casual.
Have fingers as long as your legs or legs as long as your fingers?
Ooh, legs as long as fingers.
Okay, interesting.
Easier to find pants.
True.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I love it.
And
love the logic.
less thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have a dragon or be a dragon?
Be a dragon. I want to fly.
Yeah, me too.
I want to fly. I hope I can fly when I get to heaven.
We are. We're so flying.
I just want to like jump off things and just soar.
Yep.
Not flying an airplane. That's fun
Nope.
too. I don't
Nope.
have a desire to fly an airplane, but I just want to like fly where it like catches you.
The Superman or Supergirl.
Yeah.
In this case.
Yeah.
Superwoman. Last but not least, coffee mug of me or coffee mug of Morgan. Go.
Gosh, guys, this is mean.
He has a better beard. I'd pick him.
You know what I'd do? I'd
I
have
got the mute button ready, so.
yeah. I'd have both mugs on my desk. And then as I'm sipping, the other one's waving to the other one.
Why not just get one mug with both of our faces on?
Yeah, why do you have to have yeah, that's
That's
true.
what we'll do.
Yeah. Or
Okay,
I could drink
fine.
out of both.
There you go.
Morning cup, afternoon cup.
Or, hear me out, David's face, and then when it gets warm, my face appears.
And then when
And
it
then
gets
when it cools off, David's face.
Morgan could be in the cup. So when I finish my
I'm
coffee,
at the bottom of the cup.
I see Morgan.
Just staring at you.
Yeah.
Time for one more cup.
Refill.
Yeah, refill.
you can do it. No one's judging you.
Yes.
No
Drink one
judgment.
more cup.
Yes.
Go on.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Elevate that heart rate a little.
Yeah, why not? Caffeine's good for you.
Yeah.
Get a little more jittery.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Why not?
Have a few more typos in your email.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Well, hey, this has been a blast.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Good talking to you guys. This is like a dream come true.
Right,
I've always
hang-
wanted to hang out with you too, but you're so popular. It's just
Yeah. Morgan
busy.
did get recognized on his employee trip.
I did a few times.
He's a celebrity.
Signatures?
Yeah.
Autographs?
No, but they were like, "Oh, are you the man behind the board?" And I was like, "I don't know how to handle it."
People are looking at me.
I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
Sure.
no, it was
why
cool.
not?
It was great to meet those guys.
That's fun.
Very
It
cool.
was a good time."
That's fun. You
Always
guys did
good
a
to
great
meet
job.
a fan of the show. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Keep spreading the good word and being a Beck's ambassador. You're an awesome Beck's ambassador.
Hey, they make it
for
easy.
real.
Keep it up.
They make it easy.
Doing great.
Thanks.
Hey, it's been a pleasure to have all of you along with us on this journey today, to spend a little time with Rachel, get to know her a little more. Please give us a 5-star rating and review on the podcast provider of your choice. And maybe again next time we'll try to connect, challenge, and inspire. But until then, we will catch you across the acres.